What's going on, guys? I'm Nacho and welcome to my official face reveal. This is what I look like, and I know most of you guys are going to be a bit shocked, whether it be face doesn't match voice or I'm not what you expected, but this is who I am and nothing's going to change. But luckily, I'm still the same old Nacho that you guys know and love, and my videos are still going to stay the same. And I know I'm going to get a bunch of negative comments, but see, this is the internet, so you learn to avoid the trolls, avoid the negativity and focus on the positivity. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. So you guys should already know this is a Q&A video. It's mainly a Q&A video with the face reveal. And so I asked you guys to post questions on YouTube and on Twitter. And I'm going to start off on Twitter because there's some great questions to start off on Twitter here. And here we go. So I recorded the intro and then I was extremely hungry, so I went to go eat something, and that's why you see that it's dark outside right now when a second ago it was daylight out. And right before I get into the first question, I quickly want to mention that I am terrible with names, so if I butcher your name on YouTube or on Twitter, please forgive me. So with that being said, the first question is from Alban Dalavi. He asked, "What's your real name? And by the way, you are awesome. You're the best, man." Appreciate it, dude. So my real name is Ignacio Contini. My middle name is Antonio, so it's Ignacio Antonio Contini. And when people look at me, they immediately think that I'm American or I'm Irish or Scottish. But I'm actually from South America, and my last name, Contini, is Italian, so a little fun fact right there. Next question is from Sav Pep, who's actually a very active supporter, and if I butchered your name, dude, please forgive me. I love you, bro. And his question is, now that you did a face reveal and the secrets are gone, would you ever plan to do some vlogs or Q&As every week? Now, I'm not sure about every week, but I have always planned to do vlogs and Q&As in the later years of my channel. Once I've revealed my face, which I've done now. Vlogs is something that I enjoy watching. I love watching other YouTubers' vlogs, and it's something that I've always wanted to do. Travel vlogs, things like that. In the future, I plan to go to PAX and E3 and events like these, and just travel the world, and just share my experience with you guys. Bring you guys along. So vlogs definitely. Q&As, like I said, I'm not sure about every week, but I'll do a Q&A every now and then. So yeah, thanks for the question. Next question is from the Donut Eater 35. What would you be doing right now if YouTube didn't exist? Well, my very first job was Chuck E. Cheese, which is pretty ironic, being Onecheesymofo, first job Chuck E. Cheese, and that was like 2 to 3 years ago, and actually like 2 years ago. And then recently, for like a year and a half, I worked at a media company, a video editing company here in Miami, and I guess I would be doing that. Actually, no, I wouldn't, because I got laid off. I got laid off. The company was restructuring, so they laid off a few people, even some long-time employees that were actually core members too. But they were restructuring. They were just changing what they were doing and moving on to different projects. So I honestly have no idea. I'd probably go to school, college or something like that. Great question. Next question is from Keanu Levi. What country are you from? I am from Venezuela, and that is where I was born and raised for 5 years, and then I moved over to the United States, Miami, at the age of like 4 or 5, 6, I don't know, around there. And I pretty much grew up here from 5 to 21. 21. And yeah. Next question is from Dope Papers. If you could meet any YouTuber, who would it be? I have 3 YouTubers that I have in mind. One would be Syndicate. I've been following him for a long time, like when I started my channel. And the other 2, which are kind of together, is PvP, so Jesse and Gina. I've been following them for a long time. That's one of the vlogging channels that I follow as well. But I mean, I've been following them since like the early prank days, from like they were on MTV. I believe it was MTV, the Amir and something show, the prank show on MTV. They would put some of their videos on there and air them on TV. So that's like where I found them. So yeah, like those 3 pretty much. Next question is from Ian Zoraja. Can you do a setup tour? That is actually something that I've been wanting to do for a while now, but I wanted to do the face reveal first. And now that I've done so, you guys can definitely expect one in the near future, I guess. But let me know in the comment section if you guys want to see a setup tour, my gaming setup. And, possibly like a house tour or something, I don't know, in the future. Next one is from Ninja Bunny 12. What was your favorite childhood game? there are way too many to just name one. Spyro the Dragon, Ratchet and Clank, Jack and Daxter, Resident Evil 4, Kingdom Hearts. Those were not really like in my early years. Those were later on, but those were still some memorable ones. But yeah. Next question is from Mike Trang. What was the first video you ever made? That was like 4 years ago, and it was Black Ops 1, Call of Duty Black Ops 1. And I didn't have any equipment at all, not a single piece of like YouTube equipment that you would need. Like pretty much I had a computer, that was it, no capture card, nothing. And the way that I uploaded was theater mode. Back when Black Ops 1 came out, theater mode had the ability to link to your YouTube account, and I believe Twitch as well, I'm not sure. But you could upload like short little clips to your YouTube. I'm pretty sure that's how it was. It was 4 years ago, it was such a long time. So I can't really remember too much, but I'm pretty sure that's how it was. You would just, you know, click a button or something, it would just upload directly to YouTube. But like I said, it had to be short clips or something like that. But man, those were the days. But yeah, those were my first videos ever. That was like 4 years ago, but it was like on a random account. It wasn't like an official YouTube channel that I created. I was like, you know, I'm gonna start a YouTube channel and I'm gonna, you know, do it big. It was just a random thing that I just decided to do because I saw other people doing it. But like 2 years ago, 2 years after that, that's when I decided to, you know, create an official channel and just go ahead and start, you know, trying my hardest to, you know, make it a thing. And I started off with no commentary, of course, as you guys already know, and now we're here. So yeah, good question. Next question is from Gabriel Enrique. I am Brazilian and your fan. Why you get out of South America? Well, at the time I was 5 years old, so I couldn't make the call, but my parents made a great overall decision to leave. And at the time I was living in Venezuela, and for those of you who have no idea, Venezuela is a terrible place to live now and 10 years ago. Not necessarily because of a natural cause, like they have clean water, they have food, even though now it's getting limited. But it's just overall the government are a bunch of corrupt bastards, and it's just a terrible place to live right now. If you watch the news, like you'll know what I'm talking about. The government has been corrupt for years now, for decades. It's just terrible, and you know that's why my parents left. Next question is from Amura21. Why did you choose the name Onecheesymofo / Nacho? That is actually a great question. So I'll start off with Nacho. Nacho is actually my official nickname. You call that to anybody named Ignacio. And it's like, you know, Michael is Mike and then Robert is Bob. It's just a short nickname that you call people. If you've ever seen the movie Nacho Libre with Jack Black, you'll know what I'm talking about. You know, his nickname is Nacho, and they call him Ignacio in the movie a few times. And yeah, you know, just a nickname. And Onecheesymofo, that came from, some people might have already kind of guessed it, you know, might have saw where it came from. You know, one badass mofo and then one cheesy mofo. I just thought it was a great, like sort of like parody, I guess, for it, and it fit perfectly with me because, you know, it went with my name. I was trying to think of something to go along with Nacho, so cheesy was perfect, and also because of the definition of cheesy. Well, it's not really a legitimate definition of cheesy, but it's something that I like to say. You know, cheesy is being unique, is being different. You know, being yourself, don't listen to others. You know, that's my definition of cheesy. You know, there's also cheesy meaning bad, like, you know, you give a joke and it's just a cheesy joke. You know, it's not a very good one, but you know, I like to think of it also as a positive cheesy. You know, being different, being unique. So it's, you know, Onecheesymofo. I'm a different mofo. I'm a unique mofo. Different mofo didn't really make sense, but I'm a unique mofo. Pretty much that's what it is. So yeah, and it worked out perfectly. A lot of people like the name. So yeah. Next question is from Hilly Duran. Please forgive me if I mispronounced your name. Which upcoming games are you excited for? I'm excited for the new Rainbow Six. I'm a huge fan of Rainbow Six. That's pretty much where one of the first games that actually got me into competitive multiplayer. For those of you who have no idea, the Rainbow Six Vegas 1 and 2 were very competitive. Like, there were people making accounts just to match their clans. So for example, like, in Call of Duty there's Optic, so you would have a group of 20 people with Optic, and then their little nickname next to it. So Rainbow Six Vegas, if you've ever played that, when it was a thing, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And I was a part of it too. Like, we had so many clans. So Rainbow Six, the new Rainbow Six, and hopefully it's good though, because from what I've seen, it's like an elimination type game, which I'm not a big fan of those. Like search and destroy and things like that. Not a big fan of waiting. Another one is The Division. I'm not sure if I'll be playing it, but it does look very good. And I can't really think of many right now, but there's definitely others that are coming. Battlefield Hardline's coming very soon. Definitely excited for that one. A lot of people give negative comments about it, but I think it's great. I played the beta, loved it, and yeah. Next question is from Dean. What is your favorite sport to play and to watch? That is definitely basketball. I grew up playing football, or as the Americans call it, soccer. My family's Hispanic. I'm Hispanic. My dad's Hispanic. My mom's Hispanic. So my dad pushed me at an early age for soccer, and that is what I played throughout my childhood. I have a bunch of trophies, or had a bunch of trophies. I have a bunch of medals. But throughout my later years, I started playing basketball, and I had a bunch of trophies for that as well, but I have no idea where they went. I just grew into basketball. I love basketball. Watch it, watched it when the Heat played, and they won their champion. I wish I would have went to a game when they played here with LeBron and all that. And not really much into American football though. Never really got into it at all. I don't hate it. I just never really got into it at all. Next question is from Bahast Fuad. Are you going to do a Road to Max rank on Battlefield Hardline when it comes out? Answer is yes. I love Battlefield Hardline. I played the beta, loved it. There's a new beta that's coming out very soon. So I'll definitely be bringing you guys beta gameplay, and then when the full game comes out, I will be doing a Road to Max rank, and if it all works out, possibly an open lobby for Hardline as well. So yeah. Next question is from Hamza Laraus. Again, if I butchered your name, I am sorry. How fun and amusing was it to build up from zero to here throughout this year with us? And what are you expecting for the year? He's talking about, subscribers going from 0 subscribers to, I assume, now the big 100K. And it's been an insane journey. Like, starting off from 0 was difficult. I went, I believe, 8 months with only from 0 to 2,000 subscribers. That was 8 months. And then a year from 2,000 to 100,000. So it's just been insane. So, just like never give up. Like I said, I went 8 months with only 2,000 subscribers. And then, I found my niche. Battlefield 4 came out. And, I started doing a Road to Max rank, and I pretty much found my golden game. That's pretty much how you grow on YouTube. You have to find your game. For many people, their game was Minecraft. For others, it was GTA 5. Mine was Battlefield 4. And I love it, man. It's just been an insane journey. Like, it was a bit painful, going from 0 to 200. But I mean, when you're at that level, you pretty much have, it's pretty much just a hobby. But once you start getting more and more and more, you start putting more hours into it, and it starts becoming, like a job, but you don't really call it a job because, typically when you're having fun doing something, you really don't want to call it a job because, a job is something that people do to just, make a living off of and don't really enjoy too much. So, people would just call it a hobby probably. So yeah, it's something that I enjoy doing, and it's just been a blast. Next question is from Kyle Strozinski. Will you be doing any giveaways involving games in the future? Hardline. Giveaways is something that I've always wanted to do. I've tried to do a giveaway for Battlefield 4. I tried contacting EA, some of their PR people, and requesting a few copies of Battlefield 4 to give out to you guys, because obviously I don't have that much money that I can spend on for so many copies. But I asked to see if they have a few extra copies laying around, because typically if they have extra copies, they could just give them to you for this type of thing. Never got anything from it, but hopefully I can do some in the future. I mean, I'll possibly have to pull out of my own pocket, but we'll have to see in the future. Maybe do some big giveaways or something like that. Obviously start small and then go big. But giveaways is something that I've always thought about as well. Try to give back at least in the smallest way possible. So yeah. Next question is from Beast FS. What TV size do you play on? I play on a 32-inch TV. It's a Vizio. A lot of people ask me, what monitor do you use? I am actually using a 32-inch Vizio TV. The smaller the TV, the better for playing, because your eyes are more focused on the smaller screen. So always keep that in mind whenever you, if you're trying to buy a TV for gaming. Or you're preferably a monitor would be best, but I'm using a TV which works just fine for me. But in the future, I'll probably downsize for a good monitor. Next question is from It's Cry. Are you still going to be doing YouTube in a couple of years? Definitely. I mean, there's other YouTubers that have been doing it for years now, 7 years. Ever since it actually launched, YouTube. So this is only like my second year, with my first year actually going full steam ahead, with 1 year of Battlefield. So definitely expect a lot more years from me. Alright, so now moving on to YouTube questions, and the first one that I have here is from Jimster, #YOLOSWAG. My question is, how did you get into gaming? One of the first games that I think I've played might have been like Mortal Kombat, the old school one. I forgot which console it was. But that was like one of the first games that I've ever played. I know it's a bit gruesome for a young kid, but I'm pretty sure that a lot of young kids played Mortal Kombat. But like the game that really got me into gaming, I'm pretty sure was Spyro, because that was like the very first console that I got was the PS1. And I remember like we were in the kitchen and we unboxed it in the kitchen, hooked it up to the TV in the kitchen, and the first game that I played on the PlayStation 1 was Spyro the Dragon. So that's one of my memorable games is Spyro the Dragon. And that's sort of how I got into gaming. Next question is from Shaylin Munsami. Do you go to university or do you work? I actually do not go to university, nor have I. I graduated high school and then I took like a year break off, and then my parents started pushing me for a job. So I got my first job at Chuck E. Cheese, and then I moved over to a media company as an assistant video editor. Well, just to know, I started off as an intern, then became the assistant video editor. I had no knowledge of any video editing experience at all, nothing. I learned everything there, like all the knowledge that I have on editing all these videos that you guys see every day, came from there. So it was definitely a great experience for me. And as for do I work, YouTube is actually my full-time job right now. That is how I make my income. That is how I sort of stay afloat right now, and produce all these videos for you. And it's definitely a great thing to have YouTube as your full-time job, because that way you can focus on YouTube and not have to worry about doing 9 to 5 and then coming back and doing your other tasks, and then dividing dividing time between other tasks and then YouTube. So definitely a benefit to having all the time you need for YouTube. So everything's great. Next question is from Andrew Zablisky. Would you rather have the superpower to fly by shitting, or to be very strong but you break everything you touch? And I think I would go with flying by shitting, because that's only limited to flying, so you can walk around and be perfectly fine, and touch people and all you want. So if you have superhuman strength, then you can't really do too much other than just walk around and look. So definitely flying by shitting, because you can do that whenever you want to. You don't really have to fly. So got that one in the bag. You ain't tricking me. So let's see. Next question is from Shaq Ford. Left 4 Dead or Dead Rising? I've never really played Left 4 Dead too much. I tried the PC version when the first Left 4 Dead came out, and you know, at the time my laptop couldn't handle the game, so I couldn't really enjoy it. And I played like, I don't know, 2 to 5 minutes worth. But I definitely love Dead Rising. That was back in the original Xbox and or Xbox 360, not the original Xbox. And it was just so much fun. I played the second one, have not played the third one yet though, but 1 and 2, definitely a blast. How can you not have fun with running around a shopping mall or what was the other one? Yeah, a shopping mall or a casino, or was it the second one was like a casino resort, something like that. Just running around killing zombies, what a blast. Next question is from Arad Yavarian. Will you start live streaming? That is something that I would like to do in the future. As of right now, I'm kind of limited with the PC that I have at the moment. To live stream and to record, you know, and to do all these things at the same time, you need a somewhat of a beastly computer. And at the moment, I do not have that. I have an Alienware computer, but it's one of the low-end Alienware desktops that aren't really big. It's one of it's the slim one, the X51, I think is the name. I don't even know. But yeah, it's not capable of doing all these things that I would like to do. But definitely in the future, once I get a custom-built PC, which, like I said, will be pretty expensive, so I'll have to, you know, see about that. But, you know, I definitely want to get into PC gaming and live streaming. There's a ton of fun PC games like DayZ, even though that one's coming out for the PS4 sometime. But, you know, like DayZ, things like that are pretty fun. There's a Depth, some shark game, I don't know. But it looks pretty fun, too. It's like a first-person, you know, kill shark game, scuba diving. I don't know, but it looks pretty fun. And, yeah, so the answer for live streaming, it's a positive yes for me wanting to do it. I'm not sure if it can happen soon, but it's something that I'm looking forward to. Alright, so that is the end of my Q&A face reveal 100,000 subscribers special. And just want to give a big thank you to you guys for sticking around with me and making this happen. Definitely would not be here without you guys, that is a fact. And you know, I'll have to see the results of, you know, who subscribed or who unsubscribed because of the whole face reveal. You know, there's gonna be negative comments, and you know, like I said before, don't really care about them. You know, just focus on the positive ones. Push the negative ones to the side and just move on. Be you. Don't let others bring you down. And that is pretty much what, you know, the whole cheesy has been about. You know, stay cheesy. Just, you know, stay true to yourself. You know, don't focus on what others think about you, and you know, just do you. And so once again, thank you. We are at 100,000 subscribers. Now we are on to the big 7-digit number, 1 million subscribers, which it will take some time. Like, I definitely will not happen this year. That is for a fact. You know, I'm just being realistic. Will not happen for 2015, possibly 2016, but it's definitely going to be a journey. So hopefully you guys stick around with me, and love you guys. And let's see who sticks around, you know. Hopefully I see a lot of, you know, support, and not a lot of fake fans that, you know, once they see my face, they just unsubscribe and leave. Which I know a lot of people will do, but like I said, thank you to those that are sticking around with me through thick and thin. And 2015 has already started off to a great start. We reached, like I said, 100,000 subscribers, and 2015 is looking very bright. So, and I also have that little passion project that you guys on Twitter have been seeing lately. We'll definitely reveal a lot more later on, and some of you guys already know about it, those of you that have been with me for a little while now. But for the newer people that have been just seeing the teases, then you don't really know too much. But it's gonna be a fun year, fun few years, and I think that is it. Thank you guys so much. Catch you guys for some more Battlefield 4 and the future of the channel. Thank you guys so much.